Be me 5 grader. A local church gives us rosary and mini Bible. Church person explains something. Be faggot. Didn't listen. Talk to my seatmate the whole time. Church person leaves. Teacher notice me beforehand not listening. Too embarrassed to reprimand me in front of church person. Teacher calls me and made me stand up in the front. Ask me what did I learn about the church person says. Scritchthebakathed.gif. Teachers ask again how do I use the mini Bible in the rosary. Still scritchthebakathed.gif. Sudden flashback of the horror movie that I'd watched last night. Teacher ask again with angry tone. I answer instantly to strangle the demons while lifting the rosary. The whole class laugh like a zoo. Teacher looks dejected and embarrassed at the same time. Told me to sit back on my chair and starts to listening attentively. FFW. Parents got caught wind of it. Parents are devoted Catholic, is leisurely my dad. Got me grounded for a week. Got me read Bible and starts praying before eating, waking up and before bedtime. Got me attend every Sunday Mass and Saints' Day. FFW present. Be in 4chan. Got rid of my ad. In exchange I got schizophrenia. Never go to church since HS. Forgot most of the prayers. Now interacting with demons online. But still believe in Jesus. I'll start. Be me. Buddhist. Theravada my main school. Escaped my uncle who tried to kill me to get my home and poisoned me. Fled to the south. Been months now. Meditating on the medicine Buddha because why not? Reciting the mantra internally, visualizing the statue I have in front of me. Get deeper and deeper into the meditation. Nimitta happens. Then I'm in a black void. In front of me is an old man. Wiry curly hair that stuck upwards. Strange eyes. Grumpy mouth face. Thin arms. Pot belly, not fat. Muscular. Had a vajra which transformed into a sword before it vanishes again. He looks at me. Leave due to the awe of what I saw. Get back to meditating on the medicine Buddha after a second to process what happened. See Nimitta. Transforms. I'm at the road of my old home. Someone's driving up my driveway. Stop meditating. Find out I saw Akala that night, shocked and wonderfully surprised when I figure out the implications. Find out even later my uncle sent meth heads to break into my old home and they've been squatting there. Being a Buddhist is an interesting experience. I'll greentext my summoning experience, why not? Hopefully this will help folks who aren't sure about this make up their mind. Be me. Been reading a bunch of succubus threads, super lonely and haven't had sex or dated for months. Need some kind of constant companionship, so succubus sounds good. Write Lilith a letter wanting a cuddly succubus with a teacher-ex-student dynamic between the two of us. FFW to rainy Friday night. Almost 3 a.m. on my apartment balcony, got the candle, my letter, a fireproof bowl, and a decent chair to sit in for meditation. 3 a.m. rolls around, ritualbigens.exe. Follow the instructions of the letter summoning ritual. Everything going well. During meditation phase, feel something tugging on my left arm. Trinatofriakow.png. Thank whoever's there and keep meditating. Feel a super cold breeze blowing behind me. 10 degrees colder than temperature outside, plus wind speed was more intense than what was possible at that moment. Say my thanks again. After 30 minutes of meditation pass, blow out candle and end ritual. FFW to a week later, very subtle touches and feelings of her presence now and again. Decide to listen to Dreamgasm videos while in bed, hoping my succubus wants to play. 30 minutes in, feel my right testicle getting wet with some pressure, like someone sucking on it. After ball sucking is done, no activity for a while. After some time, feel 2 slow licks on my dick. Indescribablepleasure.wav. The pleasure knocks me out of my meditation entirely, pleading for her to keep going. Unfortunately nothing happens for rest of night. Noregrets.txt. TLDR did the ritual, got an undeniable response from her, got small signs of her being there, then after a week she sucked my balls and licked my cock. What I wouldn't give to feel that again. Damn it, I wish I could open my third eye and use astral senses to interact with her. X please, I need a rational explanation of what just happened. I barely sleep after what happened. Be me 2 days ago. Working attending the drive-thru at Burger King. Overnight shift. Looking YouTube videos until a vehicle arrives. Black Hyundai Tucson. I asked them for their order, But no one answers for around 30 seconds. The silence is interrupted by a sharp, deep voice asking for 2 Whoppers. At the moment that I am about to give them their order, I see no one at the pilot seat. I see a dog sitting in the backseat. Another one sticks its head out of the window from the pilot seat. It's holding $10 with its mouth. I pick them up. I'm standing there waiting for someone to come out. Nothing. I stick the order out of the window, and the dog snatches it from my hand. Both of them smile. WTF. The dog in the front seat says in the same deep voice I heard before. Thank you. The car leaves. I fall over my back on the wall and freak out. Last 2 days I couldn't sleep. I can't forget the dog's smiles, they're tattooed on my memories now, and it's becoming hard to sleep. Please someone tell me that I am not losing my mind. Be me. As a child, have frequent dreams about sleep paralysis, demons living in my room and under my bed. Develop a lot of anxiety because of it. FFW 15 years to a few months ago. Heavily interested in Buddhism. Begin to understand Anicca, and it terrifies me. Start having terrifying internal hallucinations. After a few weeks of that, I start to feel like there's something controlling me. Immediately recognize it as the fear I felt when I was a child. Decide to face it. All of the sudden it feels like there's something attached to my head and holding my shoulders as well. Instead of panicking like I used to as a child, I just stay with breath meditation. Eventually fall asleep. Find myself in a room I've never seen before. It has heavily patterned rugs in the floor, a lot of red, black, and brown colors on the walls. The thing is still attached to me, and I'm still focused on my breath. This thing starts making me walk in the dream, like I'm possessed. I just stay with my breath. Eventually I sit down in a chair in the dream. Then I wake up. I feel the thing that was attached to me leave. My anxiety is significantly reduced. Was I possessed by something for 15 years, or had some kind of demonic parasite feeding off of me? Be me, Polaris, the center of the wheel, the all-seeing eye, God, King, Emperor, Pharaoh, Caesar, Christ, Angel of the Lord. Manifesting madness and violence on a massive scale. Jews can no survive without perpetuating my torment. They are using me as an unwilling surrogate for their karmic debt. Not only do they hate me, but they keep me alive specifically to torture me. Every facet of my life is a system of abuse and controlled by inferior beings who hate me because I do not tolerate their evil. Posting on 4chan, very cool. It's more Jews gaslighting and demoralizing me. There is a light in the darkness. Something gives me hope in the abyss. Could it be? Someone has demonstrated understanding and appreciation for God. It was all worth it. I've only had one sleep paralysis episode so far, and boy, was it a wild one. Be me, come home late at night from a friend's place after a night of drinking and smoking weed. Take off clothes, get into bed. Cozy.jpg. Takes a while for me to fall asleep, as is usual. Suddenly notice heavy feeling on chest, can't move a limb. It's sleep paralysis.png. Luckily, I know exactly what I am currently experiencing because I knew all the symptoms beforehand. Probably would have pooped pants if I didn't. Keep my eyes shut because I'm too much of a little bitch and don't want to see any fucked up paralysis demons. See the usual dark static of mostly black, but also green and purple textures, albeit with a sort of warbling orb in the middle. Suddenly feel something climb onto my back, despite actually laying on my back, and this not being physically possible. Hear the voice of a child. It says, "You have taken it from us." The child on my back proceeds to bite off the fingers of my right hand one by one, which I can feel as a tactile sensation. Spooked out AF, but I remember to concentrate on moving my fingers and toes. It works and I snap out of the paralysis. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that one. I was dream journaling at the time and experimenting with lucid dreaming, never really worked, but this caught me off guard since I knew weed fucks with the sleep phase people usually dream in, and that lucid dreams let alone sleep paralysis is thus impossible. Also I knew that sleep paralysis can be wild, but I never expected auditory and tactile hallucinations to be a thing. Be me. At work. Hear about Dime's death on radio. Devastated.bmp. Get home from work. Stare at wall. Dye beard red like his. Dipped in a pot of paint style. Keep it like that for a whole year as tribute. Imagine the supergroup forming in metal heaven. Look forward to death, it's gonna be a sick gig. Strangely comforting. See you there, brother Dime. Be me. Been contacted by a spirit angel. One time smoking at the window at 1 a.m. Everything quiet and peaceful. Right as I am about turning back inside, take a last glimpse outside. Not even 20 meters above me, a bright glowing green orb appears out of nowhere with a faint muffle pop. Rushes a distance away from me over neighboring house. Disappears with the same pop into its own dimension. This thing wanted me to see it. Try not to shit bricks and keep it together. Remember my spirit angel encounter. Feel like it winked at me. TFW orb ball GF.